It's late afternoon, and people in Kali Hills in southern India have just a few more hours to finish cooking for tomorrow's food festival. All their recipes have one thing in common. They are made from minor millets. These 6 species of millet used to be the staple here, but in the last 5 decades, almost half of their cultivation in India has been replaced with more lucrative cash crops and government-subsidized rice, resulting in a major change in people's diets. Farmer Malaga Saringan noticed a difference when her family stopped eating millet.
Millet has more nutrients like calcium, and by eating the rice, we lost our energy. We are working in the field, so we need these nutrients. Nowadays, people are eating rice, so they are working much less.
In fact, nutrition is a major concern for India, which is home to 1/3 of the world's malnourished children. According to the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, millets have up to 30 times more calcium than rice and much higher levels of iron, fibre and micronutrients. They are also hardy crops, needing little water and surviving in harsh conditions, making them far more resilient to climate change than rice or wheat. So with the support of the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, the foundation has been encouraging people to return to millet production.
It is good for your health. It is good for your agriculture, it's good for income, and it's good for India's national food security.
But is this enough to convince people to return to a crop they virtually abandoned? Well, the foundation realized they first needed to understand why farmers turned to other crops. So in the early 90s, working with Biodiversity International, with funding from IFAD and the European Commission, they met with farmer groups to find solutions to their problems.
It starts with availability of quality seeds. So introduction of seed sharing and linking with community-based seed banks was the first step we took.
So in Malaga's village, the women farmers formed a group to collect, conserve and share their seeds. And combined with training in different farming methods, like planting in rows, their yields have increased by about 30%. But bigger yields mean more processing. And another challenge the project faced was that the manual pounding of the millet deterred a lot of the women. It used to take 1 hour to pound each kilogram of millet. But after the project provided these mills, it now takes Malaga only 5 minutes. So millet is now once again easily available here.
Nowadays, we started eating millet. That's why we are going to the hospital less, and our children are growing very well. They have more energy and good health.
Millet has now become a staple food for these 600 farming families in Kali Hills. And this is just the start. With the right markets, millets have the potential to reach millions of people. And this is the purpose of today's food festival. The farmers are spreading the word about the benefits of millet.
If you eat millet murko, you'll grow big and strong. Now go eat, and tell your family to prepare it too.
And it's now even easier for families to serve their children these foods because the farmers have taken their favorite recipes and turned them into a marketable brand. Now they have their own shop, and their products are being distributed across the state, changing the lives of the women involved, like Lata Chandra Kumar.
Now we have started adding value to millet production. That's why we are getting money. Before we didn't do this, and we had to depend on our husbands. Now we are earning our own money, which we use for our children's education and our family expenses.
And now farmers like Lata are about to get access to an even bigger market. For the first time, India's new food security bill lists minor millets as one of the crops the state will buy directly from the farmers for national distribution. And for Professor Swaminathan, this is a fulfillment of a mission.
The mission was not just for millets alone. The mission was sustainable food security. That means sustainable livelihoods of our people.
And these people enjoying their millet dishes at the food festival need no more convincing.